It's a great and renewed pleasure for me to be here with you on my channel Gamma Sports TV. I would like to thank you very much for all your support since the beginning of this adventure. And for those who didn't subscribe yet, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe for you to not miss any video that I will post. Our channel is dedicated to everything related to sports without distinction, and we talk about exceptional athletes and events that have marked the history of sports. My name is Guy Martial Aka, aka the Citizen of the World, and I'm your host on this channel. Today, for the second video of our show called Gamma Sports Stories, we will talk about Mr. Didier Drogba. As an Ivorian living abroad, I'm always excited when I talk about Didier Drogba because it reminds me a lot of stories from my early years here in Romania. I've been in situations where I was asked the country I'm from, and when I answered I'm from Côte d'Ivoire, my country was automatically associated with Didier Drogba, and it's generated sympathy and made me interact with people who were strange to me. That marked me a lot, and it shows how much Didier Drogba has marked his sports as well all over the world. But before being the world star he is today, did you know that he had few chances to become a professional football player? Did you know all the obstacles he did face before being who he is today? Well, in this first part of the videos dedicated to the history of Didier Drogba, we will review his childhood until he became a confirmed professional football player and one of the most liked players at Olympique de Marseille. So stay tuned. Didier-Yves Tebile Drogba, known as Didier Drogba, was born on March 11, 1978 in the popular district of Yopougon-Ndokwa in Côte d'Ivoire, from a father who was a bank employee and a mother who was a secretary. As an exceptional child, Didier Drogba took his time before coming in this world. In the documentary called Didier Drogba, An Incredible Destiny, his mom said that he was born after 10 months and he started to work after 6 months. Tito, as his mother nicknamed him, loved football since his childhood, and his favorite gift for Christmas was a ball. So he smashed almost everything breakable in the house with his ball that he was playing at any time. At 5 years old, he was sent to France to his uncle Goba Michel, who was a professional football player at the club named Stade Brestois, in order for him to get. 3 years later, Drogba did not manage to adapt to the rhythm of the transfers of his uncle, who played respectively to AS Angoulême, then to USL Dunkirk. At 8 years old, he went back to Côte d'Ivoire after his French residential permit expired. 1 year later, he was back in France, still with his uncle, due to the fact that his parents lost their job. His uncle, Michel Goba, who was still playing at USL Dunkirk at that time, enrolled him in the same club in the under-10 category and at the right-back position. In 1991, his parents moved in France with his brothers and sisters, so the family was so happy to be reunited. He was now playing at Vannes FC and repeated his class, which motivated his parents to take him far from football for a year. He was sent to Poitiers to live with his cousin, who was studying at a law school. That same year, he was among the best of his class and was then allowed to play again football. He enrolled then at Levallois Sporting Club. He changed his position on the pitch several times at the advice of his uncle and started to play forward. This is when he began to score his first goals at La Navangenga, but he was held back by several injuries. At 18 years old, he joined Le Club Mans 72, where a coach called Alain Pascalou offered him a chance to sign an aspiring professional contract. He took the opportunity to study accounting. He got injured one more time, but this time he could benefit the trust of this club. In 2002, La Navangenga, which needed a striker to replace his two main strikers, Fabrice Fiorez, who left, and Stéphane Guivarch, who was injured, signed Didier Drogba's first professional contract for an amount of 100,000 euros, becoming a professional football player at almost 24 years old. He scored in his first game and was injured once again, but his new coach Bertrand Marchand made him work on his physical statements and his endurance, which were his two weaknesses. The difference was obvious as soon as he returned from injury. He finished the season with 17 goals. He helped his club to finish 7th in the championship at 3 points from the Champions League position. These good performances of his previous year did not go unnoticed. L'Olympique de Marseille, which had an eye on him, recruited him in 2003, to everyone's surprises, due to the fact that he was unknown to the fans of Olympique de Marseille. For his first season at l'OM, he managed to score 19 goals and conquer the heart of Marseille fans. That same year, one of his goals was designated the most beautiful goal of the year. Throughout this season, he has developed such a rare leadership that helped him carry his entire team on his shoulder. During a European Champions League match, when Olympique de Marseille was playing against FC Porto, which was at that time coached by Jose Mourinho, Jose liked the way Drogba was playing. So at the halftime, leaving the locker room, he could play as well as him, so he could recruit him for Porto. Didier Drogba laughed, and Mourinho promised him that he would not hesitate to recruit him whenever he would have the opportunity to do so. After winning the Champions League in 2004, Jose Mourinho was installed manager at Chelsea Football Club, and against all the expectations, he made Didier Drogba's transfer his priority. Drogba to leave Marseille after 1 year where he came as a fan who played for the club of his heart. The total amount of his transfer was 37.5 million euros, an amount that benefited to all the clubs, which contributed to make him the football player he became. That same year, 2004, his transfer established a new record of the most expensive African football player in the English Premier League. This is the end of the first part of the extraordinary history of Didier Drogba. So if you liked it, do not hesitate. Do not hesitate to share around you and to subscribe to all our social network pages, Gamma Sports TV. During this week, we will post the second part of this video in which we will see how he moved to Chelsea and how he integrated the Ivorian national team and how he became the legend he is today. So once again, I invite you to connect to all our social network on Instagram, YouTube or Facebook, Gamma Sports TV. So you will get notified whenever a video will be posted. I'm Guy Martial Aka, aka the citizen of the world, and goodbye with this quote of Didier Drogba. It's really important to appreciate each victory, each trophy, as if it were the last.